Hello everyone, it's Mike Levin on Friday, April 24th, and I'm going to try and do some coding. I thought I'd show you first how I hit @J, and that's how I start a new journal entry, and now I type, and I say things like, gonna implement a menu next to the Pipulate button. And then this is where I'll keep thoughts to myself as the project progresses that don't merit being in the comments of the code here. And let's see, the work I'm going to be doing today is on a template system. So I can say b add, so I'll be adding to my buffers something that's in the template system, and it's named, let me get it so that you can see my keystrokes. I know how I like to show you my keystrokes. So I'm looking for templates / pipulates, which is the template. And I'm working on a remote server here, so things are a little slow. Once it's in a buffer, I can go bn for buffer next, and there's my template. And I'll be finding the code where it's like get links. Oh no, that's a value that's passed through from the main file. But it's going to be going in the Pipulate button. And I don't have a lot of, let's see, I guess I do have a lot of buttons since it's used in the style so much. Just Shift-G, jump to the bottom, Control-B to move back a bit. And you can see the Jinja 2 template stuff that is the markup language for making templates for Flask under the Python framework. And that is the environment I'm working in. And you can see here how this is the nav. There's the nav element starting there, and it ends there. And that nav element manifests as this. And everything else down to and including the button, which you can see here's the form that starts the form here. So I know that that's going to include URL and that button there. And indeed, this is the button. You can see I have this invoke mode concept, so the button knows context about how it was invoked, whether it came from a URL, that it was not a Google spreadsheet, or otherwise. So I need to change the way it displays and responds according to that invocation mode. And instead of just changing the button, I actually want to give them a selection of menus, a selection of menu options based on the invocation mode. So if you click on YouTube, you'll get a series of things you can do there. If you click on Twitter, a Twitter profile, there will be a series of different things you can do. And I need to swap out what that menu is, but first I need to show a menu. So this is PicniCSS, the framework I'm using to do very lightweight UI work and save myself some coding. And this is, in fact, the main homepage, so this is where we surf out from to get this sort of code. And PicniCSS is very different from other systems like this, like Bootstrap CSS, in that it doesn't require you to mark up your HTML. Let's see, I wish they had links under the advantages. But when they say your code stays highly semantic, it means you don't have to do class equals btn all over the place to format your stuff. So I should just be able to create a good old-fashioned select element there and not need to know any secret style keyword invocation stuff. So we just found, oh, that's where I'm saving out the last video. We just found where that button is. Right here. And we're going to put something before that button. And what's it going to be? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. That's nav I'm talking about. Down here, right in front of the button. So one of the first things you can do is put something in just to make sure that you are, oops, the responsiveness is a little slow. I'm actually doing my work on the production server, naughty me. But the basic context for these things is select. Inside a select goes an option. The option can have a value. And if it doesn't have a value parameter on option, then what's displayed becomes both what's displayed and the value that comes back from the submit form. So then we can end. Oops, responsiveness is a little bit slow on rack space through my co-op's internet connection here. But anyway, that's an end option. So if things get a little bit slow, that's because of my option to do my development work directly on the server, something you actually can do when you're using lightweight webhead servers and Vim is your text editor of choice. And with Vim as your text editor of choice, you might get some flakiness, but you can fix it by getting your cursor to the right place, CW, and select. Save. And using Vim is kind of like thought control of text files, although things can be slow if you're on a slow internet connection. So anyway, I should have foo showing in a one option drop-down menu. Let's see if we do. If I made a syntax error, there would be no movement going on in the background because the server would not run if there was some sort of error there. And there is our foo option. And I'll put a few more options in and end this video there. You'll see that it's not the most efficient way to put it on one line. So I'll hit I for insert mode, knock that select down to the next line. Once it catches up with me. I know I did the typing, so I'm just going to wait it out. Maybe not. I return. Well, there, it took two of them then. Anyway, I'm going to put that pretty much underneath the other select. My last video is complete, so after I'm done this, I'll start that video publishing. And you can see sort of the cadence of coding that I have throughout the day between making a video and actually doing some coding. Okay, make sure I'm in insert mode. I was. That stray I is one of the artifacts of Vim users. Now it looked a little painful because of the slow connection, but here's what Vim is about, what I'm about to show you. Escape to get out of insert mode, yank yank, paste, / foo, change word, bar. Escape, yank yank, paste, / bar, change word, insert mode. Whoops, you don't need to go into insert mode if you hit CW for change word. What should I put here then? Oh, I know, spam. Spam and eggs. Save. Drop out to the shell. Git commit. It's time for spam and eggs again. Git push. Push is done. I can go over here to my repository, and you can see how it's going for me today with and how it's going for me lately. I'm on a roll. I'm on a streak. I do a refresh. Waiting for response. There it is. Foo, bar, spam, and eggs. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again soon on my next video. And don't forget to subscribe.